Previously, I had installed this small block Chevy and brand new GearStar 4L60E into my S10, but now I need to connect this transmission to the truck. I thought I could use the original transmission crossmember because the 4L60E and Turbo 350 had close enough mounting points, but it looks like the 4L60's mounting point is a bit further back. So after stripping the crossmember, it can be test fitted. And it is close, but needs to be notched. And I have no idea how this much sand got stuck in here. But after it clears, I cut up the original mounting pad, and after a bit of welding and paint, the crossmember is done and transmission is secured. The drive shaft can also now be measured. For the cooler lines, I'm using some AN6 PTFE lines. It's a pretty tight fit, so I'm using these banjo fittings. And I probably should have done this before installing the transmission. GearStar included this Hayden transcooler with barb fittings, but since I'm using AN lines, I also bought the same size cooler, but with AN6 ends. The transmission is electronically controlled, so the sensor and plug can be plugged in. I did have to drill a hole in the floor of the cab to reach the Holley Terminator Max that's also controlling the engine. The shifter is installed next, along with the cable. The cable bracket is installed, then the transmission can be shifted through all its gears. This GearStar 4L60 is now fully installed. For those of you who said I should have kept a Turbo 350 in the truck, well, I plan on running 373 gearing in the rear, so this small block would be screaming on the highway. And to fit a Turbo 350 in an S10, you have to cut the ears off the case like the previous owner had done. So I'm glad I went with the 4L60, and I know it's covered by GearStar's 36-month or 36,000 mile warranty.